Okay. I needed to motivate myself just now. So first things first, I feel like I'm back and I'm back with a bang. Okay, let's start with the elephant in the room. I am sick, which is why I'm a hot, sweaty mess. I am running a low grade fever in the beginning of August, thanks to my immune system. So right now I can I'm congested, but the bigger issue is that I can barely hear. Oh my god, I sound terrible. I can barely hear anything. I can hear stuff, but it's muffled. So this ear is absolutely terrible. I can hear a lot better out of my right ear, but my left ear right now is causing me all kinds of issues. So with that being said, give me some grace because I'm back with a bang nonetheless. But we're sick and we're working. That's just what life is. So I will tell you, I have been in my cutesy wootsy pajamas for 4 days now nonstop. I literally sleep in pajamas, shower, put on a fresh pair of pajamas. I've been doing that for literally 4 days now. So anyways, I can also not think straight because I have not had my coffee yet. So I wanted to make my coffee and talk to you guys and give you guys an update on my plans for today. Okay. So my main thing that's going on is my house is a wreck. It's bad. Has my house been worse? Yes. Has my house been better? Absolutely. I don't think you guys understand. On one side of me is literally laundry and all kinds of vacuuming. On the other side of me in my living room is nothing but packages, bags of shopping, paint, because I have a bunch of stuff around the house that I need to paint, or I started painting and didn't get to finishing. The kitchen needs a deep clean. So the kitchen doesn't look as bad. I sort of kind of started on this side yesterday. I washed one pan. I need to wash two other ones. Need to deep clean the microwave and the stove. On this side, you can't see it. I did a set of laundry, but this whole countertop needs to be organized. There's nothing but crap all over it. My bedroom is an absolute hot fucking mess. It is terrible. That is going to be the one room that we're going to start today, because I can tell you already, I'm already feeling faintish. So I'm trying to smile through my pain. I'm feeling faintish, okay? So we're going to do it. I'm already sweating right now. It's so bad. Yeah. I'm not gonna clean the entire room. I'm gonna at least clean my bed section. Literally my bed right now is a cesspool because I've been laying in my bed for 4 days. So it has nothing but my germs. The only thing that I managed to do in there this week is I had so many disgusting napkins and tissues all around my bed, is that I did a pretty decent job at collecting it and throwing it in the trash, but I promise you there's still tissue and all kinds of crap all around my bed. Yeah, I just need to clean it. I also cleaned out my gym bag, so I have all my gym stuff is just on a dresser. It's just a mess. It is a mess. So I need to make it look decent, I think, at this point, for my own mental health and also my physical health. Because there's nothing but germs on there, and I don't want to continue. I feel like when you're sick, if you stay in your germs, you just reinfect yourself because there's germs there. So I need to handle the situation. What I mean to tell you, I'm rattling off everything I need to do in my brain. I'm rattling off everything I need to do in my brain because upstairs is just as bad. I need to clean both bathrooms. I need to organize all the products in my guest room. And my office, it's just messy, so I need to organize in there. Then on top of that, I need to work. And then also I wanted to film. And also I wanted to work out. And the list keeps going on and on and on. Like my landscaping also is an issue. I'm behind on everything. I literally just started. I'll tell you what I did yesterday. So it's been raining a lot, which is part of the problem. And I took over doing my landscaping, which I don't mind. But when you have a lot of rain, it's hard to cut the grass. Nobody wants to cut wet grass. So anyways, I keep up with my backyard a little bit more than my front yard because obviously I have a dog. She uses my backyard, so she plays out there. Sometimes she uses the bathroom out there. I need to make sure that's always, clean and up to par. But the grass was like overgrown, and it took me 2 days to cut the grass because it kept raining. And I had to pull weeds. Long story short, everything right now is a hot mess. And the thing that I think is driving me insane is because I'm in the house. I'm like stir crazy now because now I'm like in the middle of like the clutter and all the things. So only thing I want to do is clean, but I'm sick. I should be resting. That's really what the problem is that I am sick. I should be resting, but because I haven't done much for the past 3 or 4 days, now my body is like, you got to do all the things. So here's my plan. I'm going to, at least for the morning, while I'm with you guys, I'm going to record some of this stuff, but I'm at least starting with my bedroom. I think I'm going to start there. I think I'm going to at least start my Roomba in the kitchen because I also have to steam these floors. And then I'm going to do the things that I have energy for, if that makes any sense. And there's no way I can finish today. I can tell you that right now. I feel like I'm going to pass out. Like I want to sit down right now. There's no way. I just have so much to do, and like it's just how my brain works. I just feel like I go from 0 to 100, and like my brain wants me to go to 100. My body genuinely cannot do it. It's one of those things. I hate being sick. I really do, because like after the first day or two, like if I'm running a low-grade fever, which is where I am now, I just want to continue working, but like you can't, like you'll never recover. So anyways, that's where I am. So at least I'm getting one of the things off of my list, because coming back to YouTube has been a goal of mine. Oh, you know what I also need to do now that you guys jogged my memory? I need to do my hair today. That was like another big thing that I was going to do. I was going to show you guys like a quick wash day. Because speaking of YouTube, I posted, technically as a TikTok, I posted it to my YouTube shorts. People are hitting me up. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, I posted about my hair and wearing my natural texture. So I did that for like 3 weeks. That I think should be like a whole nother debrief to talk about. But I am at the point where this past like 2 weeks after the fact, I would say it's been like a week and a half, I've been wearing my hair in a bun. I do not want to show you guys because I genuinely rolled out of bed, put a little gel on just to like look neat for you guys. If I was not on camera, I would not have done that. Like my hair would have just been a mess. But nonetheless, I have to keep up with my weekly deep conditions. And so it has been very humid, very, very humid this summer. And I'm tired. The humidity is at this point, it's fighting with my hair. Like even with it being stretched, the gel is doing like, no, I'm not gonna hold you. The gel is doing the Lord's work because I've been working out and sweating like crazy with my slick back. And it could be worse. I'm not gonna hold you. It could be worse. But after my workouts or even me going outside, like all my stragglies are so frizzy because my hair wants to just revert back to its natural state. And I'm just at the point where I'm like, why am I fighting with my hair all the time? I don't need to. So what I was going to do, which I keep going back and forth with this, my plan was to actually have my hair be in its regular afro for the rest of the summer. There's pros and cons to doing that. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 1 week on, 1 week off. So 1 week having my hair in like a low maintenance bun, and then 1 week having my hair and an afro. I think that's what I'm gonna do. We'll see. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So, long story short, I had a whole YouTube content day planned for today as well. I was very ambitious. It's not happening. But even though I'm not gonna record for you guys, I'm on the fence about if I should or shouldn't wash my hair. Like, the one thing I will say is that when my hair is out, I keep my scalp very clean because I'm working out a lot. And I don't even know how to like describe it, but like when you work out, especially if you run, like I sweat so much, literally like your scalp gets so sweaty, and it's like salt and everything that comes out. It's not even like dirt. It's like the feeling of like literally like salt, like all the salt in your body coming out, but like it also comes out in your scalp. And it's very irritating. And then also too, if you let it dry in your scalp for too long, it's very drying. So I end up washing my hair 2 to 3 times a week. I would say it's usually like twice a week, just because third time I'm like, I'm gonna stretch it out, which is like what I did. Like I'm like waiting, I stretched it out. So even if I don't feel the content, my hair, like my scalp is ready for me to scrub her out and get like all of the salt and also all of the gel out of my hair. Like my hair is like clean in the sense that it's not dirty, but it just has like built up sweat and product in it. I'm congested, I'm sorry, it's bad. Anyway, so that's what I'm dealing with. Let me also get to my coffee so I can just like talk and drink with you guys. That will help me think. So anyways, I got this pumpkin spice concentrate. Do I usually get this? No, I don't like the artificial sweeteners in it. Did I get it this time? Yes. I just wanted, I'm on a diet, and so the problem with these artificial, so this one actually has no sweetener, but it's artificial flavoring. Most of those artificial flavorings, especially from Starbucks, actually give me migraines, but every once in a while I crave them. And because I'm on a diet right now, I can't have that many sweets. But I'm craving flavor. So that's why I ended up getting this. So I got the concentrate. So you have to actually dilute this. When I was first drinking concentrate, I didn't know you needed to dilute it with water. I was just putting in like half and half in milk. It was giving me the worst migraines. But you live and you learn. So that's what it is. Anyways, my water is underneath here, actually. Okay. But it gets a little tricky when you dilute it, because sometimes it says equal parts water, but I find that it's too watered down. So you kind of have to find the right consistency with everything. And then this is my favorite. I will like only drink this. If I need to, I will drink the original, but I actually don't like the original. This is my favorite almond milk. Unsweetened silk almond milk. I don't like the unsweetened vanilla. I don't like the original. I don't like the vanilla one. I only want the unsweetened. If I do have to like pick up one of those, I will, but I will only get this brand. I've tried a lot of other almond milks. Their almond milks is nasty. Even the almond milk that I make at home. Hold on. Nasty. I'm pretty sure I have one that's already open. 1 second. Alright, here we go. Yeah. I don't care if there's another one that's like open already. I mean, not open already. I don't care if there's like another brand available. I stopped even trying to buy them. They're disgusting. I will say the worst, I don't care saying this about a brand. I'm only going to recommend brands that I use. The worst brand of almond milk, oh my god, is that Almond Breeze shit. The one that they sell and a big bottle for like $5 that you get at BJ's. It's cheaper, and so you think you're stretching your money. It's watered down piss. I don't even know how else to describe it. I have never, I'm like, there's no almonds in here. It's water and something else. And it's like, even if it's an artificial flavoring, it don't taste like almonds. It tastes disgusting. So yeah, long story short, I can't really drink anything else. Like right now, hold on, I'm like getting distracted. I feel like I need more concentrate and more ice. Hold on, let me look at this. Alright, that color is better. Oh man, we have a visitor. She's gonna be so fresh and come in here. I'm dying, bro. But I really need some therapy, but I'm like waiting until lunchtime after I finish this so that way I can go to sleep. Alright, hold on, let's see what we have here. Okay, it should be good. They taste so good. Just grab one of these. I just need to enjoy it. I'm telling you, the lack of sugar has really fried my brain. And so sad. Anyways. I'm gonna rant about coffee. Also, fun fact. So sometimes I'll use half and half again to make like cold foams or like creamers. She's gonna be all in our business. Don't worry about her. And don't use it like as much because I've been trying to cut out dairy because my acne got bad. So I like almond milk, but only like almond milk in cold drinks. I don't like almond milk warmed up. My hot drinks, I prefer oat milk, but also with oat milk, I don't like oat milk cold. I'm so particular with like the most random things. I don't even know like what else to call it. Oh my god, this date tastes so good right now, but it's literally because how much sugar. Okay, let me get myself together. Let me stop complaining. I promise I'm in a good mood. I just genuinely feel like I'm gonna pass out. Can you imagine me coming back to YouTube and then all of a sudden you just see me go. Isn't that funny? But it's funny. You know what it reminds me of? Remember that Wendy Williams clip? Oh my god. I watched that in real time. When was it Halloween? It was something. She was in a costume. She was a Statue of Liberty. I'm going to hell for laughing at this. And she toppled over. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm gonna topple over, but I'm smiling through it. So, anyways, let me stop talking to you guys and get to work because I'm a hot, sweaty mess. And I need to at least. It's so embarrassing how bad my bed looks. At least need to change my sheets there and like get going with my life. So let's get to work. So tired. Oh my god, I'm gonna cough again. Hi G. Okay, so first things first. This is the closest that we're gonna get today on a hair video. Yeah, I decided to just wash my hair. I just decided to do it. Ugh. Let me put a shirt on. Hey baby. Okay, well, first things first. I am so tired right now. As you can see, I finished at least doing this side of my bedroom. We're not gonna talk about the other side. Nonetheless, it is now about 1 o'clock. And this is the closest that we're gonna get to a hair video. I was really going to hold off on either trying to do my hair tonight or tomorrow, but my scalp, I'm just at the age where I don't know how we did it when we were younger, when we had weave-in or all these styles in forever, and we used to like pat it and whatnot when it was itchy. When my scalp is irritated, I'm washing it. And I was like cleaning and I was like, oh my goodness, my scalp is like doing the most right now. It needs to be washed. So anyways, I washed my hair. I made a quick homemade deep conditioner and deep conditioned my hair, continued cleaning while I was deep conditioning, had lunch, and took a shower. So now I'm at the point where I'm actually very, very tired. I feel a little better, but like I'm still congested. My hearing is a little bit better, I will say that. But I'm just like uncomfortable and I've been like coughing here and there. So I've been telling myself to like take it easy. You're still sick. I think it's just pure adrenaline because I had so much that I needed to do. I still have a lot to do, but I did make a good dent into my to-do list. So it is what it is. Nonetheless, right now my hair is drying. It's literally reverting back. My hair is not going to stay like this. I will sidebar real quick. There was this funny conversation that happened on TikTok where this girl has 4C hair. She's like freshly out of the shower, and if you have 4C hair, our hair holds water. So when you have like, think of like a tree that grows, a fruit tree, and obviously with a fruit tree or like an apple tree, if it has like a ton of apples on a branch, it gets weighed down. So think about black hair like that, right? Like if you think of every single strand of hair, it's kind of like a branch. Whenever there's water, and especially for our hair texture that holds a lot of water, it's going to be weighed down, right? So it's just another form depending on how much water you have in your hair and how much product. We're just trying to manipulate our regular hair texture so that way it's always weighed down so it doesn't look like 4C hair. We try to make it look like 4A, 4B, 3, whatever. We just try to make it look not how it naturally is. So anyways, this girl was like, I really want to keep the hair like this. How do I keep the hair like this? What am I missing? And everybody's in the comments like, girl, you have 4C hair. I cannot believe this conversation is coming back up. Like, it's really making me like rethink if I should really go into like the hair influencing, because so many people have told me, especially when I first cut my hair or like when I do stuff like this, that like you should go into hair influencing. The problem is that like I know how to grow hair and I know how to grow my hair very, very long. Which people are surprised by because my hair shrinks, but my hair is naturally very long when I grow it out. But I don't know how to style hair because I focus on health. So I always go back and forth because I'm like, I don't know how to style it like pretty well. I just know how to grow it. Like I have a pretty decent routine that I just like keep up with, and I will always focus on health over a style. Nonetheless, the girl was like complaining about it, and even I was like I lost the video, but I was trying to tell her in the comments, I was trying to send her a picture. I was like, girl, you have water in your hair. Even if you put like product in your hair, it's not going to be weighed down this way. This is not our natural hair texture. And like she was saying, she was using language that I'm not judging her, because I was using the same language too at one point. She was like, oh, the curls are so defined, and I was sitting here like, that's not the definition of 4C hair, boo. Our 4C hair is like this. Like, it is what it is. It's a tight curl. It's not a loose curl. As soon as the water dries up, it's still defined. It's just going to be back at like its natural texture. Like, it is the natural texture of it all. So anyways, I was laughing, and I say all that to say as well, while this video was happening, because my hair is like soaking wet right now, I put in leave-in conditioner. What else did I do? Okay, so I did 2 types of leave-in conditioners. I did a very quick strength recovery water base, so it was a spray leave-in conditioner. I did a cream based leave-in conditioner, still water based, but it was cream leave-in conditioner. And then I did, what else did I do? I think I just did oil. I did castor oil. I'm pretty sure that's the only thing I did. Honestly, I just wanted I wanted it to be a very quick hair drying day, because I want to take a nap. Like, the more product that you put, hi Ruby. New character unlocks. I'll get to Giana in a second. Nonetheless, the more product that you put in your hair, the harder it is going to be for your hair to dry over time. And I want to be able to take a nap today to feel better. So I didn't want my hair to be trying to dry all day. So yeah, I kept it very simple, but keeping it very simple and just letting it air dry like this, especially today, it's so freaking humid. That's why I started this video. I'm started being sick. I realized after the fact, I was like, I'm so faintish. Why am I so faintish? It's the damn humidity. Like, my house is so humid right now, and part of the annoyances is like, I do have a mic, but it doesn't work with this camera. So long story short, I was having technical issues. So whenever I use this camera, I cannot find my other one for the life of me. I think you can probably hear my fan. It catches like all the sound. So I do have my fan on to help me, but my ACs, like, the only thing that you can hear is my AC in the background. Like, anytime I use my AC with my phone and like a regular camera, which I guess that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to pick up sound. I can't like be mad at that. But it sounds so loud compared to what it is in real life. Like, I'm very surprised every single time I like hear playbacks of like audio. I'm like, my AC is not that loud, but all of my cameras pick up a ton of noise. Anyways, that's where I am today. That's another reason why I had to stop. It's just so humid. I'm so hot. I'm so tired. I'm just gonna like take a nap and really focus on getting myself better the rest of the day. I'm trying to think if I should really clean again. I think I am, but I don't think I'm gonna film it. Like, honestly, my house is so bad. Like, I don't ever want to show people, like, unless I have like a area perfect. This is like my issue, especially getting into like back into YouTube again. Unless like a spot is like perfect, I hate recording in like that area. But I always have to tell myself that, like, or if I'm like not put together in a particular way, I never want to record. And then I always have to remind myself that, like, people like authenticity on the internet, and like, I would hope whatever community I decide to build, they will want to see like my authentic self. Like, I don't wake up looking perfect. Like, literally this morning I told you guys, like, I am sick. I would never wake up and first thing in the morning when I'm sick is try to fix my bun. And like, even though it was a messy bun this morning, I would never even touch my hair. Like, my hair would have stayed in a scarf, and I would have just started cleaning, and then I would have just deep conditioned my hair. That was it. Even now, I was like, I should wait for my hair to dry more, because I know it's gonna like shrink in real time. And then I was just like, at the end of the day, I've been like not really like exploring, but I've been explaining to you all what I'm doing with my hair. I'm like, it might actually be interesting for people to like see what happens with 4C hair. Because the more that, like, okay, I'm going on a tangent right now. The more that I'm showing my natural hair, the more that I'm realizing that even like Black folk are very confused by how this works. Like, it's actually kind of surprising to me, just because a lot of us do have 4C hair, but a lot of us have damaged our hair. So like there's not enough hair influencers or like people in their day-to-day lives that have hair like mine that's actually healthy. Do I have the healthiest 4C hair? No, but you have to have a certain level of like health in your hair for your hair to really revert back to its natural state when it's completely dry. um, the issue is that like even for the natural girlies, and I'm speaking from myself as well, if I think back like 10 years ago, my hair has been natural for how many years now? I keep trying to remember when I cut my hair. I think I cut my hair actually in 2012. So my hair has been natural since 2012. However, I've had quite a bit of damage over the years by different products, different styles. And so one time in particular where like I thought I was doing all the right things to keep my hair healthy, and by all the right things, I was meaning keeping my hair in protective styles. I thought, because it sounds great, like, oh, put your hair in a protective style, your hair is going to be protected. So I used to have my hair in braids all the time, and I was working in public accounting, so like I really just didn't have time to like prioritize doing my hair in the morning. Like I just really didn't. So having my hair in braids, in Senegalese twists, I had cornrows, I had all kinds of things. um it was just easy for me to get up and go, and like I spent so much money getting my hair professionally done during that era. However, the hairstylist, to be fair, they were doing the stuff that I was requesting for them to do. But at the same time, like they were not prioritizing the health of my hair. So my hair looked good, the finished results, but my hair during those years was so fragile and broken. I wish I have, I'm sure I can find some pictures. Maybe if I find them, I'll insert them. It looked just as bad as it did, or even worse than it did when it was permed or when it had other type of like damage. So in my past, I have a lot of hair stories. In my past, I've had damage from products. I've had damage, and this is like while I've been natural. I've had damage from products. I've had a suspected perm or texturizer from a Dominican salon. And if it wasn't some kind of texturizer or something in their conditioner situation, they definitely gave me a lot of heat damage and damage from protective styles. And it looked horrible. Like at one point it was so see-through. I like cut so much of my hair off to just get the dead ends off, and like honestly I didn't cut enough. So anyways, long story short, I think a lot of people are used to, even if they try to like do a twist out or a braid out or a wash and go on their natural hair, natural damaged hair is not going to revert back like this. It's going to be similar to like you putting water on permed hair. Your ends are going to be straggly and straight, and they're not going to revert back to their natural texture. And so I think a lot of people have like shell shock because I literally went like 3 weeks wearing a fro, and then I put my hair in a bun, and it's like a big poofy bun. Mind you, my hair is not even, I just recently cut my hair off like several times, so it's not even as long as it was the end of last year, but it's still like a poofy bun in the back, and people are like shooketh because when I say that I cut my hair, they think, oh, this, like my hair is this short. And I'm like, no, when I stretch it out, my hair is like I think it's up to here right now. It's like a long bob. Like that's the length of it long. Before I cut my hair was like down here. And I was trying to get it to boob length. Like I wanted it down here. But it was the longest, I think it was like right here. Anyways. It's a long-winded way of saying that like even my folks are kind of side-eyeing because they're confused, because they can tell that like when my hair's in a bun, they can tell it's my hair, but now they're like, what is going on? What is she doing? You know, like somebody literally came up to me and was asking me questions about my hair the other day. So anyways, long story short, I I'm on the fence because like I want to do stuff that's convenient for me. And like I will say with this humidity in particular, life has been easier actually wearing my hair like this because I'm not pulling and tugging at it. Like part of the reason why a lot of us are pulling and tugging at our hair is because our hair is fighting against the humidity, and so it's trying to revert back, and we're like pulling it either in a slick back, even if it's in braids or twist or whatever, we're still trying to pull it and mess with our edges to like fight what is naturally occurring. If there's moisture in the air, your hair is going to revert back, especially if it's healthy. But no matter what condition it is, if you have a 4 something or any kind of curl pattern in your hair, so if you're 3 something, if it is humid, humidity means there's moisture in the air. Your hair is going to try to revert back to its natural state. So that's why we have frizz. We're like, oh my God, our hair is so frizzy. It's just our hair trying to do its thing. The only time you can like style it and it won't revert back is usually during like the fall when it's like less humid outside. But like on humid days like this, like you're not, I mean, it's just, it is what it is. So you end up, and I'm pointing to myself saying you, because me, I'm part of the problem here. Like you end up damaging your hair more than you would have because you're always trying to tug and pull and manipulate it, excuse me. So anyways, with that being said, it's easy. I also think like because my hair is in an afro, I will sidebar, I don't believe in wash and goes. It oversimplifies the process. It takes like hours for this to dry. Like I wouldn't leave my hair and walk outside like this. You can still see the product. But in the morning times, because my hair is out, I think this is the most that I focus on moisturizing my hair. Like really, really well with a lot of water versus product. That's what I find the main difference is. It's like when my hair has been like this every single morning, I'm putting a ton of water, a little bit of leave-in conditioner, a little bit of oil, and going. So my hair is like very, very moisturized in that sense because every day I'm putting moisture in it. I will say what messed me up over the past 3 weeks, and this was like a me problem probably, which I have to switch up, and I'm kind of glad I forced myself to give myself a deep condition, is that because I was washing my hair and using regular conditioner regularly and using like leave-ins and water regularly, I wasn't deep conditioning, my hair enough. And honestly, I didn't have the right deep conditioner in the house. That's why I've been making my deep conditioners. But I just wasn't deep conditioning my hair enough. Let's start there, 1. And 2, another way that I keep my hair really healthy, this is just a preference versus something that you have to do, is I dust my ends every time I change a hairstyle, which typically is every 1 to 2 weeks. So like when I get a trim, I don't like big trims. And I will say I am the only person that cuts my hair, and when I cut my hair, I only cut it to get damage off. So therefore my cuts are intentionally uneven because I cut for damage. So with that being said, like I don't mind my annual cuts. Actually this year I full on cut my hair 3 times. I would say 2.5. 2 times for sure. That 3rd time was maybe like what we would consider like a trim, but I definitely don't mind doing cuts when I cut my hair because I know that I'm cutting it at a length that makes sense for me and at a length that I can maintain while also taking off a lot of the damage. And I'm not anal about my hair being uneven, but I think when you go to a professional, you tell them it doesn't need to be even. They're anal about it anyway. They're trained. It is what it is. So anyways, with that being said, when your hair is like this, it's not stretched. You can only really trim your ends when you have stretched hair. So because for 3 weeks I wasn't stretching it, I really wasn't dusting my ends as much as I would normally have. And I think that contributed to a lot of the fairy knots at the end of the day. So that's why I'm thinking of doing a switch on and off every 1 to 2 weeks, have my hair like this, then at least do, I don't think I'm gonna do a protective style. I'm like tempted to twist my hair. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I just like don't feel like twisting my hair, to be honest with you. Especially since I know it's going to be frizzy AF because of the humidity. Like at this point I'm over it. There literally was a report the other day that said that like New York City humidity is just as bad as the rainforest. So like why am I fighting this humidity at the end of the day? I will say I can fight it a little bit better when my hair is a bun because I can put gel and edge control every single time I want to refresh my hair. With twists, you can only really put gel in your hair for real once. And then afterwards, after you wash it, you can't really go in and put gel on every single one of those strands again. Like you can't. It looks terrible, it flakes, like it cakes up, it doesn't look good, you know what I'm saying? So your hair is just, it's healthy-ish in the style if you keep it moisturized, but it's gonna look frizzy. It's too much. So I'm just like trying to find the path of least resistance as like, or as I'm going into like this new phase of dealing with my hair. So anyways, with that being said, yeah, I'm gonna get myself together. I think I'm gonna end the vlog here because honestly, I'm very, very tired. And this is all hair talk. I'm very, very tired, but honestly, I'm very excited. Like, I have to catch you guys up on a lot in my personal and professional life, but at least for now, like, I'm excited to kind of like just be back on the internet, like putting myself out there. I'm excited to talk about like the hobbies, the things that I like. I'm very invested in my hair, as you can obviously tell. And then just like going from there, you know? New character unlock. I don't think I introduced you guys to Giana. It's been a long time since I've been on YouTube, but Gigi is now what, 2.5 years old. She is a pitty mix. So she is pitty based off of 2 breeds, technically 3. Hi, baby. She's very, very sweet. Hi, my love. Hi, how are you? Hey. You want some attention? Hi. My sweet girl. Based on 2 breeds. So she's an American Pit Bull Terrier and also Bully. Not an XL, but was she an XL? No, I think it was just like an American Bully, regular American Bully breed. And then I can't remember if she's XL or not. I feel like she might have been because they thought she was going to be bigger. She's also part boxer, which is why she has like the long tail, very muscular build. And she's also part hound, which is why she has the spots. So a lot of people see her. They don't think that she's a pit bull, technically American Pit Bull Terriers, and then any kind of bully are underneath the Pit Bull umbrella. I know it's like controversial if they all should be called pit bulls. They are all pit bulls. I'm not debating this. So long story short, when people see her, they don't think she's a pit bull because she's so happy and like she's muscular. She's looking a little chunky today because we haven't been outside as much as we normally do, and I give her a lot of treats. But I tell people she's like 66% pit bull, like she is. So I rescued her from Muddy Paws about 2.5 years ago. I got her when she was 3 months old. Her name was Gia. And when they asked me if I wanted to change her name, I was like, no, I'm going to keep her name as Gia. And I took her into PetSmart with me, and I started calling her Gigi immediately. And if you know me, I nickname people, places, and things off of their nicknames. So as soon as I started calling her Gigi, I immediately started calling her Giana. And I like that. I think it's like an old, even though I got to rename her with her coming to a new home, it's still like excuse me, to her original name. And she kept the name Gigi um, ever since. So she's a very spoiled baby. She's very, very happy. When I got her, she wasn't the healthiest. She had mange and she was healing from a secondary infection. So when I got her, she finished like her round of antibiotics for the secondary bacterial infection, but she still had mange, and the poor baby, she was a little underweight. Like I have pictures. I don't know if I'll insert them. We'll see, but you can check out her Instagram. It's Gigi Has It Her Way. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see she was really, really thin in her legs. You saw like a little bit of her ribs when I first got her. And Giana and I, that is like a whole nother video. Let me tell you, when I first got her, I was so miserable. I was questioning my life. We were both so miserable because outside of her adjusting to life with me, she was sick. Like I tell people all the time, like I don't think you understand why we're so bonded because I was so miserable when I first got her. She did not let me sleep. Like during the night, she would excuse me, she would cry. During the day, she would whine and cry. Like we were both sleep deprived. When she would sleep during the day, I still had to be at work. So it was like I barely could keep my eyes awake. But yeah, she was like a handful. It was very hard to nurse her, but I put in the time, the energy to nurse her and to train her. And within a month, it was like a complete 180. Like, I wasn't one of those people that like played around with the mange. I didn't. I was basically doing laundry 2 times a day because they're like mites that like eat on the dog's flesh. So she was like, her appetite was like kind of off because she was irritable. Imagine if you had an infestation of mites just like biting your skin all day. And she was itchy and you don't want them to scratch. That's how they get the secondary bacterial infections because they would scratch their skin. Open wound, it gets infected. Like she couldn't scratch. I couldn't let her scratch it. So I was giving her a bath every single day. I did not play around. And the thing is, you can't give medicated baths every single day, but you can give other types of baths to help with the mange. So I was like rotating between one day a medicated bath, one day I would do a hydrogen peroxide rinse, which I thought was helpful because not only did that help kill some of the mites that were on her, but also too it kept her open wounds disinfected. And then I was doing, what was I doing? I was doing something else. I can't remember. I was doing like a soothing kind of bath the third day. I think I just probably did like a regular shampoo that had like oatmeal or something in it to like soothe her skin. Anyways, I was rotating between 3 different bath regimens every day for a month, which giving puppies a bath, dogs don't like baths, they just don't. I was doing that literally. Now she's allowed on furniture, I don't care, but when I first got her, I could not stand her being on furniture. That was another reason why, because she was sick and everything she touched I basically had to like wash because she will get their mites. They're active and they're live mites. They get on all your furniture. For humans, unless you have a compromised immune system, so like unless you're like a baby or somebody that has some kind of, autoimmune disease or whatever's going on, you will be fine. They don't bother you, but puppies are just like babies. Think of it like that. If they have an underdeveloped immune system, they can't fight the mites off. So I just had to make sure that she wasn't basically reinfecting herself by like hopping on my couch, getting mites on my couch. Then I do all this work to like get her cleaned up and feeling good, and then she jumps back on the couch again, might jump back on her. So it was like a whole thing. Like I was doing the most. Then I had to train her, so she was getting potty trained. So my poor girl was pissing and shitting everywhere in the house. I was trying to train her to go outside. I was trying to train her to tell me when she needed to go outside. She was teething, so she was biting everything. I went through like 3 different pairs of Beats headphones. Like it was a lot. And I was miserable. I was happy and miserable at the same time, because honestly, when she wasn't as playful when I first got her. She was like, when she got used to me, she was like wanting to be around me, and she was cuddly, but she didn't really play. She was sick, so it was like she just wanted to like cuddle on me, which, it is what it is. But let me tell you, after that month, when she started feeling better, oh my God. Maybe I will put pictures. Because I have the picture of the first day that she started to play with me. Oh my God. This girl was smiling, and she still has this huge smile, and she gives me these puppy eyes till this day, and her ears perk up. Oh my God. I have to find the pictures, and it's like bringing back memories. Um, when she started playing, she's never stopped. This girl plays too much, actually. She be kicking my ass. She had the zoomies that day. Like, she was going all out and doing the most. So, anyways, I say that all to say I'm extremely bonded to this dog. She is a princess. Most of the time, she gets what she wants. Sometimes I have to, like, put my foot down, but most of the time, she gets what she wants. She's very, very playful. She's very protective of me. And very bonded to me. Like, so sometimes I get nervous because she does have kind of reactive behaviors on leash. And I tell people all the time, especially men, I'm like, they'll see her and they'll just like, you see her, she's like lovey, she wants a kiss on me, she's like smiling, she'll literally be skipping around and like having a time, and a 180, when very specifically men are around. She does it to women sometimes too, but it's mostly men. Especially on leash, she does not like anything that's like bigger than me. I think she can smell like testosterone. She doesn't like anything bigger than me, stronger than me, too close to me. And especially when they're on leash, dogs can't control like the space, so that's what kind of makes them reactive. So I am highly aware of that she's very protective of me. Like it's kind of scary, the 180, because she's so sweet and she's so loving, but like she's very protective of me sometimes when I don't need her to be. And we're very bonded. So I have a little security guard who plays too much now that lives with me, but like you will always 90% of the time she's almost always somewhere near me. Like you guys can kind of see her now, laying down, but like when I'm working, she's either in her crate or like sitting near my feet. Wherever I am, she's right there when I'm in the house. She don't miss nothing. She don't miss nothing at all. She'll go outside, because I installed a doggy door for her. She'll go outside every once in a while. Ooh, speaking of dog, I got dog hair on my face. She'll look outside, the window and the couch for a little bit, but 90, and I'm being generous with a 90. It's probably like 97% of the time she's right up under me, or trying to get my attention to play. So anyways, long story short, you will also be seeing a lot of her. People love the dog content, especially on TikTok. And I kind of chuckle because, when I got her, I thought, especially because she has such a personality. Oh my God, you guys don't even understand. She's so sassy and so funny. I thought that, like, I would be able to share her personality online. Randomly enough, part of her sass is I guess I was on my phone too much. And I guess she associated, like, me being on the phone with, like, me ignoring her. She absolutely hates when I take pictures of her. Absolutely hates any kind of camera in her face. She has like pure RBF, like any single time I do anything. So like every once in a while when she'll let me, she'll let me get a picture or a video of her smiling, but like for the most part nowadays she doesn't. So when I have cute clips, I do post it on TikTok. But for the most part, you can go to my TikTok if you want to see it there. It's the same handle, I think, at Denisha D. Freeman, I'm pretty sure. But outside of that, she is like no go. She does not like to be filmed. She does not like pictures, none of the things. So, anyways, big girl is here and she is napping. So I think I'm about to nap with her too once my hair finishes drying. So I'm gonna chill out and call it a day, and I'm gonna end the vlog here. So thanks for spending time with me. If you like the content, please like, subscribe. If you want to hear more about any of the things I'm working on, especially any of the topics that I talked about today, just let me know in the comments and we'll go from there. Anyways, thanks for spending the morning with me, guys.